Hello beautiful crafty people, Michelle here, and welcome to my, still not in my makery, so we're still in my dining room, but I am making progress upstairs, and today is part of a long weekend, so hopefully I can get up there and do a bit more, although I do have lots of yard work I need to do today. I've got hedges to trim and some weed whacking and maybe some weed spraying to do, but then the forecast said it might rain, so you know, maybe I will get that tidying done. Okay, so this is a crafty catch up. I'm going to show you what I've been up to in the last, I think it's almost 2 weeks since I did a last crafty catch up. As I said in one of my previous videos, I am trying to work on some of my UFOs, my unfinished objects that I had lying around in project bags. A lot of them were blankets, so I have been working on one. And a couple of other little projects because I do really want to start another blanket, and it's an obsession. I start lots of blankets. I don't finish many, but I start a lot. But I set myself a goal that I need to finish at least 2 of the blankets that I've started before I start another one. So we'll start with my blanket I've been working on. It's this one here, and it is an Olga Poltava pattern. I can't remember, sorry, what it's called. I call it my rainbow blanket because it's absolutely gorgeous. Now the butterfly here shows you where I was up to last time I showed it, so I haven't done that much, but I mean each row is getting longer and longer. It's now measuring 40 by 45 inches, so I'm not sure how much more I'm going to do. It's perfect size for on the couch, you know, keeping you warm. It is a nice thick blanket because you are using 2 yarns, so it's nice and warm. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm using Lime Brand Mandala in the colour, I think it's Gnome, so look, this one here. And then I'm just using a, I think this is a polyester yarn in navy that I just got from the local discount variety store place. I'll have the tutorial link for this down below. It's a rectangular blanket. It's absolutely beautiful, and when I've been working on it, last weekend I had my stitch circle and I was working on it there, and I had so many people who, because it happens in the local library, so many people were walking past and were like, oh my goodness, that's beautiful, and it looks so impressive, but it's actually very simple to do. So yeah, I'm enjoying working on that again. I don't know why I ever stopped, really, because it's a really easy blanket and it's so pretty. Like, it's just pretty. I think I might actually have to keep that one for myself. Don't know. Or I might make myself one using maybe those purples and greens I bought for myself a number of years ago to make myself a blanket. Anyhow, moving along. I'm not sure what hook I was using, but I have decided I'm using a 5mm because that's all 8 ply DK weight yarn. Next, I had this square that I'd made, and it was supposed to be a blanket, and that was as far as I'd gotten, and so I turned it into a lovey. I didn't use a pattern. I just made a head and some arms and some ears and a muzzle, and I just embroidered on some sleepy eyes and a little face. So that is a completed object, and that's one of my sleeping whips turned into something viable. I think it's cute. Yeah. So there was no pattern for that. It's just a granny square with bits on. The next completed object is my buddy bunny, and this is a pattern by Cassandra over at Craftably Ever After. It is a lovely pattern. Now Cassandra makes her buddy bunnies out of like a sport weight, I think, or even smaller. This one is made out of puzzle yarn. One of my yarns I got from my premiere order a few weeks ago. So that's that. I mean, I've still got this much left. I made him, and I mean, he's not small, but he's not huge. And I used Cassandra's embroidered eye tutorial. You can't see it that well there. Well, you can see. I didn't do it very well. I was only using embroidery cotton, and I should have been using like a 4-ply cotton or something. So next time I will do better. But my nose is a bit squiffy, but I'm very happy with how he turned out. He's and then I just made him a grey scarf because I didn't know what colour to use to make him a scarf, so I just used grey. But he's very cute. Oh, and I forgot to stuff. No, I didn't. There's stuffing in there. Oh no, that's the next one. Oops. So yeah, there's my buddy bunny. I will link Cassandra's tutorial below, but also if you go to her website or blog or something, I'll link that too. It's a downloadable PDF pattern, which is fantastic, and she has a number of patterns there. I'm actually waiting for her new one to come out. She's doing like a little girl bear with a little grass skirt on. It's very, very cute, so I'm waiting for that. I want to make that. But anyhow, Buddy Bunny, very easy, very friendly, beginner friendly pattern. I highly recommend it, and I highly recommend checking out Cassandra. She's wonderful. Okay, so next, I don't know if I showed this last time. I had made it, but don't know if I showed it. I've been making a while back some little pouch things to keep like your headphones or something in attached to your bag, and I just had some yarn left over and I thought, oh, I'll make one. But I made this one a bit big, and it's just a granny square crocheted together with a little loop, and the loop closes it. So, and there's just a little, and you just thread that over your strap or whatever, and yeah, so there's my little pouch. I don't know what I will use it for. Don't know. I could line it and then things wouldn't fall out, but we'll see. And then, no, not last, I have, yes, because that's not finished, I decided to join Litza from Cocos Crochet, who's an Australian crocheter YouTube person, in her cowl. Now, I wasn't going to participate in a cowl this year because crochet alongs and me don't gel that well together. I don't finish. I have great intentions, but I don't follow through very well. So, but I decided, because this one is a small project, the aim of Litza's cowl is to build up your stash of handy little gifts. You know, that if someone's got a birthday, it pops up and you're like, oh crumbs, what am I going to get? You can just go to your box and pull out something. And so the item she pulled out for the first 2 weeks, and that's another thing I like, it's only for 6 months, I think, and every 2 weeks is a different project, and you get 2 weeks to work on whatever it is, or make as many as you like in that 2 weeks. I didn't get that many made, but then I think I joined the project probably halfway through. But anyway, I started this fortnight's project was cup cozies. So this is my first cup cozy. I don't know how I managed it, but I think these little bobbly bits are supposed to go in the same direction the whole way through, but I think I added an extra row in here somewhere, and so my bobbly bits change direction. They go this way and then they go that way, but I still like it, and it fits on a big mug, big like travel mug. It's good. See, it's a decent size, and that was made using my puzzle yarn. This pattern, hang on, I have my handy dandy notebook right here, is called the Crochet Cup Cozy, and it's by Pretty Darn Adorable Crochet Tutorials. I will link it below. And I used a 5mm hook for this. And this colour here, this puzzle yarn, is called Go Fish. So that was my first one, and I think I will make some more of this pattern and try not to make my bumpy little doodahs go in, because it's really quite pretty. So that was my first one, and then I did this one, which is Ocean's Cup Cozy by Rich Textures Crochet. Now I really like this one. I like the way it goes on an angle like that. Okay, but I used an 8-ply cotton and she was using a 4-weight, so I used a 3-weight, and I should have gone up a hook or two, and so this is too small, it won't fit on diddly squat. Yeah, I don't know what that would fit on, but I didn't have the heart to pull it out. I probably will, because I do have more of this yarn left, but not enough to make another one, as I discovered to my own detriment. I started making another one with a bigger hook, and I got halfway through and ran out of yarn. So yeah, so maybe I'll do that. But I do like that pattern. Very simple, very easy stitch pattern, and I like the way it looks. Alright, now I've made one more pattern, and this is called the Easy Crochet Coffee Mug Cozy by This Southern Girl Can. These are all YouTube tutorials. Now I decided, because once again it was a 4-weight cotton that they were using. Actually no, she was using acrylic, but I wanted to use cotton, and I didn't have a 4-weight. It's really hard, excuse me, to get 4-weight cotton here in New Zealand, so I put 2 strands together. I don't know, can you see the pattern there? It's like it's textured. So I put 2 together, a cream and a red, and I've made this very Christmassy looking one. And I put this, it's a recycled button. It's a bone button, I think, or it's plastic that looks like a bone button, because it doesn't feel like bone. And this fits on my large coffee mug. So I like this pattern a lot. It's very simple, but very effective looking. So I made that one, but this is very, very thick. So I thought, I wonder if I could do it with just my 3-weight with my DK yarn, but just add extra rows to the multiples, you know. So I did, because where this one has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ridges, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ridges on this one. So not a lot, but it's a bit daintier looking, and I do like this one. And this was made just by using a 3-weight cotton and a, did I write down my crochet hook? 4.5mm crochet hook. Yeah, so the same size hook as I used for this one. So this is very dense and thick. But this one is very nice. It's more flexible. Whoop, button come off. I'm just using recycled buttons, because buttons here are bloody, excuse me my language, are very expensive. And I'm not paying $3 for one button. Sorry, I'm not. Not when this item can only be sold for about maximum probably, I don't know, $7. I don't think people here would pay much more than $7 to $9 for that. So I'm not paying $3 for a button. So these are all recycled buttons. I do have more bigger ones upstairs. I think I might have to replace that with a bigger button. I just was feeling lazy and didn't want to go up and get my other box of buttons. I only had my small ones down here. But yeah, I really like this one. So I will link all the patterns and stuff below. And I think I will be making more of those. I do like those. Now, my final object I've been working on, it's not finished, is, if you remember, when I was showing all my whips, I had like some legs of a buddy bear I was making. Now this is made out of a DK yarn, and that's him there. He has no arms or face yet. He does have his scarf. I made one arm, but I used the wrong size crochet hook, and I mean, I could just make another one out of something. I don't think it's that noticeable. So there's his arm. And I started making the other arm, but with the correct size crochet hook. And so, oh no, I just pulled out my stitches. So it's a lot smaller. So I need to decide what I'm going to do there. And then he needs his face embroidered on. And I'm going, and ends woven in on the scarf. I made a yellow scarf because I didn't know what else would go with the green. And I wanted it to be kind of unisex. I didn't want to make it with a pink scarf so that a boy wouldn't want it or anything, you know. I wanted to make it, I mean, some boys like pink and that's a-okay, but I think the green looks cool, and it, I might change it, who knows. But so he's got one arm, he needs another arm and a face, and then he'll be done. And I got to weave in his ends. I understuffed him as I always do in his head, so he's a bit weird looking, but yeah. So that's my buddy bear. So this is using 8-ply yarn, and this one is using the puzzle yarn, and they're basically the same pattern except for the way the head is finished off and the ears. So that's the difference. And this one I'm using a 3mm hook for that one, and the bunny I used a 5mm hook with the puzzle yarn. So yeah, so that's what I've been up to. What's everyone else been up to? What's the weather like in your part of the world? It's been very hot here, very hot, but the last couple of days have been cooler, so that's good. And we are supposed to get rain today, hopefully not until I've got the hedge trimmed at least. Now, I thought I would address something that has been brought to my attention. People have been concerned about my health. As I said, I had been unwell, and I've been in the hospital over Christmas, etc. And someone noticed I'd lost a bit of weight. So I thought I'd talk about that. Just before Christmas, I had bariatric surgery. So I am now coming up 6 weeks post-op, and I have lost 21 kilos, which 40 something pounds, which is quite a lot of weight to lose in a very short period of time. So I suppose that's why people have noticed. I thank everyone for their concern. I'm pretty healthy at the minute. The surgery helped with the blood pressure and the cholesterol and all that sort of thing. So I'm in pretty good shape. But thank you for caring. Alright, take care everybody and stay safe. Bye.